What's up everyone, I'm IAMOBG for TastingSkills.com. Welcome back to another video. So today I have Distillery 291. Now this is located in Springs, Colorado. It was founded by Michael Myers, photographer from New York. He does fashion photography and beauty photography. I put a link below if you want to go check out his portfolio. It's kind of interesting. So he makes rye and a bourbon. They are both aged with staved aspen finish, as they call it. So basically they're taking aspen staves from a barrel, they're putting it in there, and they're letting it sit. Now, I don't know how long that stave is in there. I couldn't find it on the site, but if you do know, please let me know below. But let's cover the technicals real quick, and we're gonna start with the small batch rye. This is finished with Aspen Wood Stave. The mash bill is Rye Base, but there's no info and no minimum age statement. Now, this has an ABV of 50.8 or a proof of 101.7, and this retails for $79. Then we have the small batch bourbon, 80% corn, 19% malted rye, 1% malted barley. This is aged for a minimum of 2 years and finished with Aspen Wood Staves again. This has an ABV of 50 or proof of 100, and this retails for $79. Then we have the barrel proof single barrel rye. This mash bill is the same as the previous one. Couldn't find the information and no minimum age. Now, this is also finished with Aspen Wood Staves, and this comes in at 64.8 ABV or a proof of 129.7, and this retails for $110. Then we have the barrel proof single barrel bourbon. This mash bill is the same as the previous one, 80% corn, 19% malted rye, 1% malted barley. This is aged for a minimum of 2 years and then finished with the Aspen Wood Staves once again. This has an ABV of 63.5 or a proof of 127. Now this retails for $110. All right, now let's talk about packaging. First of all, I do like the cosmetic glass that they're using. This is a Sauveur glass bottle. These are expensive. They're only made in France. This has an actual patent, so this is expensive glass. As we call it, cosmetic glass, because it has more lead in it and it makes it a cleaner. It's not flint. That said, I do not like the labeling or the color scheme. As you can tell here as I'm shimmering it off, you have gold, silver, and when it's on the shelf, you can't really read it properly. You really have to have proper lighting to see it. That's my only complaint. I do like the cork. It's nice. Yeah, I would say this is a B-, but you could really improve on this packaging. I mean, the glass is great. All right, let's move on to the tasting notes. But before that, do you want to taste like a pro? Head over to TastingSkills.com, put your name and email into the magical yellow box, and I will send you my free 17-page guide to the fundamentals of tasting. But only that, if you'd like to get a sober hat or a sexy sober t-shirt, once you have that in your cart, please put the promo code IAMOBG and shipping will be free since it's on me. All right, let's jump into this 291 small batch bourbon. On the color, amber gold. On the nose, thick and spicy oak layers of smoke, spice box, cedar, aspen, tobacco, ash, flint. This is complex, and the 100 proof doesn't overcome any of this. This is a powerful nose when it comes to the oak complexity. On the mouthfeel, very tightly packed in oak layers. Then the spicy oak tannins come in and really focus on the tongue. The acidity kicks in, and this gives you more wood tannins that shows the bitterness of the oak. The finish is good, but this is all wrapped up into more oak. Now, there is a lot of oak layers on here. Like I said, I don't know how much Aspen Wood Staves are in there, how long they are, but for me, this has so much oak. It kind of reminds me of drinking a really, really old whiskey, but the oak isn't into complex layers. Now, is this good? This was very good, very impressive. I mean, these are all very small batch, and at the same time, this retails for $80, so they have to deliver on quality here. Is it worth the $80? Yes, it is. This was good. All right, let's check out the other one, and that would be the small batch rye. On the color, deep amber into dark red. On the nose, nice high rye, as the cherry oak layers are sweet and the rye is spicy. Then the smoke and oak layer complexity take over, and you get nice orange peels, more cherries, and the alcohol doesn't show itself. On the mouthfeel, spicy rye with very tight wood tannins that just push a huge spicy sweet mix, and the spiciness is focused again on the middle of the tongue. Then the acidity drives more sweet tannins that are thick. This is intense. The finish is focused on the sweeter layers that eventually gives you all of this acidity that just keeps on pushing some better tannins from the aspen. It is so tightly packed. There is so many layers. This is just insane. This was so fucking good. I love this one. I prefer it over the bourbon. This rye was just insane. Now, $80. Absolutely not inexpensive, but really worth the money. This was so good. All right, let's check out the two barrel strength ones and compare them. We're gonna start, of course, with the bourbon one that comes in at 127 proof. On the color, deep amber with hints of dark red. On the nose, full on cherry glass with caramel, honey, vanilla, charred oak, leather, cedar, pine, aspen into more sweet oak layers. No high alcohol, even at 127 for the nose. On the mouthfeel, really tight in oak. Oh my God, this is so high in proof at the same time. It's just all oak tannins. And this takes more than 10 seconds before it becomes spicy. It does eventually open up, but you need a lot of water in here. The acidity comes in, but by that time, the tightness of those wood tannins have become sweet and spicy. This is all oak once again. Oh my God, the kick on here, man. Come on, 127. This barrel proof was intense. I mean, this is just clobbering my mouth, and not like in a, bad way, but there is so much oak, plus the high proof. Like, I could probably have one of those. Was it good? Yes, it was insane. But again, I don't think that it has to be that high proof. And $110, yeah, I get it. Like, it's 110 bucks. You gotta give something. This was really good. All right, let's check out the rye. Barrel proof single barrel. On the color, deep amber into dark red. On the nose, like the previous rye, this is all cherry into cedar. Charred oak and just screams rye. The alcohol is not there even at 129.7. On the mouthfeel, once again, so tight as the high proof is all wood. The sweetness does come in eventually, but this is all oak once again. Yes, you do get a real attack, but then it just stops. So a few things here. First of all, again, this was delicious, but 129.7, this just needs a lot of water. It was so tightly packed, so intense out of the gate, and then the finish just needed more acidity. This was just a punch to the face when it came to the oak tannin, to the high proof. I mean, if you are into this type of thing, barrel proof, then yeah, of course, this is all day. But again, this is $110. Like, it's not inexpensive. You can be drinking some serious juice here, and there's no age statement. All right, let's do a quick recap here just to understand what you should buy, what you should pass on, or if there's anything you should collect. And we're gonna start, of course, with the 291 bourbon. This was a buy for me. This was really good. It was a drinker. It still needed a little bit of water in there to really open it up and give you more of the aromas. At $80, yes, because it's a craft distillery. If it would be a big distillery, I would say no thank you, I would pass. But this has a lot of potential. They are still at the start. Like I said, the packaging needs a little bit of help, but other than that, the juice is great in here. All right, let's move on to the rye. This was my favorite by far. This is an absolute buy. I would even say this could be a collector's item. I mean, it is $80. I would definitely seek this one out. This was my favorite out of all of them. So this is a buy. Then we have the bourbon barrel strength. For me, that was a pass. At $110, yes, it is delicious, but if you are into barrel strength whiskeys, into craft distilleries that make whiskeys, then yes, that would be a buy for you. But for me, at $110, it's just not delivering enough. One. Two, I don't think that whiskey should be that high proof. I mean, I get it, but in the end, that's a pass. And then the final one, the rye. Now, the rye for me was a pass. It's kind of teetering between buy and pass, but at this moment, again, it is pass. At that high proof, $110, you could buy a lot of other things. That's gonna do it for me. I'm IAMOBG for tastingskills.com. Please remember to smash that like button, go down there, subscribe, click the bell, make sure you get the notification, leave me comments if you have any questions as usual. Otherwise, my friend, please remember, stay sober. Peace.